Today we're going to start a project that should take us about 2 classes to finish, and it's all about reviewing rainbow colors, rainbow order, color mixing, and how we can show space by showing 2 things that are overlapping. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is draw my first balloon. I'm going to use an oval shape. I'm not going to make it huge. I'm not going to make it really teeny tiny, probably about medium size. I'm going to find the middle of my paper and then kind of scooch my finger over a little bit and draw my first balloon. Oval shape or a circle shape would work. You could even do different shapes if you want, like hearts if you want heart balloons, that's fine. Now I'm going to draw the little knot at the bottom and then, whoops, and then the reflection to show that the balloon is shiny. And now I'm going to use a wiggly line coming down towards the center. That's where all the balloons are eventually going to meet. So that's my first balloon. Now what I'm going to do is draw my next 2 balloons so that it looks like they are behind the first balloon. I'm going to do that by overlapping. So I'm going to start up here, come around and stop on the other side, and then draw the knot, draw the reflection, and then wiggly line to connect. So now I'm going to do one more on this side, just repeating those same steps. All right, so it's my first 3 balloons in my rainbow order balloon bunch here, red, orange, and yellow. Now I'm going to do green, blue, and purple. And I'm going to follow the same idea to show overlapping. The next step is to add some color. Now I want to talk about the materials that we're going to use for this because we have never used these materials before in art class. So these colored pencils that we're going to use, this is called a paint pencil. You can tell that it is different from a regular colored pencil because it has the words watercolor and it has a paintbrush right on the side. You might think these look just like regular colored pencils, but they are not. They are paint pencils. So you can tell the difference by double checking the side and making sure that you're using the one with the paintbrush. If you don't see a paintbrush on there, then that means it's just a normal colored pencil. But we're going to use the paint pencils today. Now when you're coloring with a paint pencil or a watercolor pencil, you really don't need to press very hard at all because what's actually inside this pencil is dried paint pigment. Okay, so normal colored pencils don't have that inside, but paint pencils do. So the inside part of the colored pencil is really kind of soft and it comes off really easily when we're coloring. So you don't need to press hard at all when you're coloring with these. They act just like a normal colored pencil when you're coloring, but the difference comes when we will use a wet paintbrush next time, and this colored pencil will turn into paint. It's pretty cool. These are one of my favorite materials to use because they're a lot of fun to watch the colored pencil change from pencil to paint. Okay, so I'm finished with my red. The next color of the rainbow is orange, so I'm going to move on to orange and finish coloring that, and then I'll move on to the rest, and I'll meet you back here in a minute. So after you're finished coloring your rainbow balloons in rainbow order, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, then if you have time left over, what I would like you to do is take advantage of that extra time and add some celebration decorations around your balloons. So I went ahead and used markers to add some colorful, almost what looks like confetti, like there's a big celebration happening for these balloons. And so what I would like you to do is do the same thing if you have some time left over.